Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Last time, when we left off, we had just arrived on the Citadel. I've been doing some reading and how things work. You know, I like to be completionist, and I want you to have a complete game experience, even if I'm playing a game I haven't actually played before. It looks like it'll be pretty clear when it's time to leave the Citadel, and it's easiest and cleanest to just focus on the main mission until it's time to leave, and then swoop back through for loot and side quests and what have you. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. So for now, we're gonna head pretty much straight to meet with the Council. That's gonna be the focus of today's episode. Let's talk to our squad.
Big place. Sure is peaceful here. Big place.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals. Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it. This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
So I'm gonna ignore...
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
I'm gonna ignore the decryptable computers and all that stuff until we're sweeping back through here for completion's sake. So...
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone.
Interesting.
She betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash.
I didn't really mean to hear that conversation. But I don't know what's a side area and what isn't either, so... We're heading to the Citadel Tower. That's up first. Avina, embassy receptionist.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I can talk to Avina. I can talk to the
Welcome to the Presidium.
embassy
Allow me
receptionist.
to be your guide.
To CSEC Academy. To Citadel Tower. That's where we want to go. Citadel Rapid Transit. Use Citadel Rapid Transit to travel quickly between major locations. As you explore the Citadel, more locations will unlock. To Financial District. To CSEC Academy. To Wards. To Citadel Tower. I mean, let's at least walk. Just to give myself a mental picture of everything that's on the way there. To embassies. To CSEC Academy. To Citadel Tower and Wards. A lot of non-interactive NPCs here. I like that. To the Financial District. To Citadel Tower, to embassies and CSEC. To Wards. Citadel Rapid Transit, embassies and CSEC, Citadel Tower. A keeper.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Huh, alright.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
To Citadel Tower. Alright, let's go ahead and do this.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Garrus, Executor Palin.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
There's no Paragon or Renegade to be gained here. You blew it.
Sounds like you came up empty.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I doubt it.
You don't want to keep the council waiting. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked. What are those, cherry trees? I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance? I like the fountain. It's very soothing. You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. I think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance.
When we meet with the council, there are no renegade points to be gained, so we might as well be a little bit nice and get some freebie Paragon points. Interesting layout here. Citadel Rapid Transit.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Because I don't want to miss any ambient dialogue like that. And I imagine there's quite a lot of it. What's this? Rear Admiral Kahoku. I'll be back.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
I don't want to talk to him. Okay. Let's just keep going.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Ah, Captain Anderson. There he is.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
That was you, not me.
You're the one who destroyed the beacon. Then you tried to cover it up.
Shift the blame to cover your own failures. Just like Captain Anderson. He's taught you well. But what can you expect from a human?
Insults? Typical.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Quit protecting him.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You won't see the truth.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
The Council won't help us.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
There are no implications here for Paragon or Renegade, so I'll talk to him.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
The Captain deserves better.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
What about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
So would I.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
He's a monster.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way.
Investigate.
Saren doesn't even look for another option.
Oh, wow.
He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing.
Shadow
and
Broker.
he knows how to cover his tracks.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Council and the Ambassador.
Our Ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Why do we bother?
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests, no more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
We're too independent.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests, too.
Investigate. Harkin.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
They abandoned him?
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
Why protect him?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Spectres.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
If one goes too far.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Is this legal?
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
How are they chosen?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
How are they organized?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Barlavon.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
All right, goodbye.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Level up, Paragon +2, Codex 24 XP, and a journal entry. Very nice. So let's start with my journal. I was going to say I should have 3 missions now. Citadel, Shadow Broker. An agent for the Shadow Broker named Barlavon might be able to provide you with more information about Saren. Go see Barlavon. Head to the bank in the financial district of the Presidium and speak with Barlavon. I still have no assignments. Citadel, Garrus. Garrus Vicarian, a Turian CSEC officer, might be able to help you against Saren. Speak to Harkin. Go to Cora's Den in the lower wards and speak with Harkin, a CSEC agent who might know where Garrus can be found. And Citadel, expose Saren. You have to prove to the Citadel Council that Saren, one of their Spectre agents, has gone rogue. Go to the tower. Is done. Investigate Saren. You need to find some proof that Saren is connected with the Geth. Let's do the Codex. What do we have?
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Right, and Solarians.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
All right, and we got squad. So it's definitely time to beef up my Intimidate score. So let's drop the next 3 talents into there. Sets Intimidate score at 2. Oh yeah, sets Intimidate score at 1, opens up new dialogue options. Sets Intimidate score at 2, opens up new dialogue options. Sets Intimidate score at 3, opens up new dialogue options. Motivated Buyer. Sets Intimidate score at 4, opens up new dialogue options, and sells items to stores for 2% more credits. I should have been dumping talents into there to begin with. It's my bad. But that's okay. Let's look at Ashley now. She has not... Oh, yeah, she's got 2. So, for her, I'm going to do 1 into fitness, moving towards immunity. And I'm going to put another into assault rifles. And for Caden, we're going to do decryption and electronics. Very good. All right, and that's a reasonably long episode. And we're off to do some other things, so I'm going to save and call that good for today. This has been Let's Play Mass Effect. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, I hope you'll like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to discuss this or any of my other videos, the link to do so is in the link to my Discord is in the video description. And this is, of course, my second Patreon-chosen game. We finished playing through Parasite Eve a couple weeks ago, and if you are interested in getting involved in selecting the next one, the link to support me on Patreon is also in the video description. Thanks again, have a great day, a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday for more Demon Souls. Bye-bye.